just go with the whole shape of my flowers. This is like a circle. This is a little oval shape, circle shape, and just a bit petals. It's a little bit shape like oval. Four oval shape are connect to each other, and this is a little circle shape. And if you see, it's just like abstract style, so we don't need to be worried about drawing. Just we start from center, which is the focal point, this rose flower. And the colors are so variety. They're so different colors: yellow, red, pink, and light pink. And I start with the center one. This one is red color. Any red color you have would be nice, like cadmium red or permanent red. This warm red, I add water into that. But the first layer should be really watery because we need to have lighter tone. So I add water in my paint to make it runny like that. And I start with the center of my paper to add my circle shape. And I just go with gently circle. Doesn't matter if you keep some part white as a paper. Please do that. So after this, we have another red color of flower, which is this one. But you know, the first layer should be really, really light. Please not pay attention to this darkness. They all come at the end. So I go a circle shape, very light. Beside this one. And hold the brush. If I want to mention, this is the tip of brush, pointy of brush, and all this hair is hold the brush. So when I want to draw some shape on paper, I try to lay down all my brush here and move it like a circle shape. And clean my brush. The next flower is, I want to add these two big one. They are a little bit pinky color, so I go with permanent rose. So dilute your brush into the water and paint. And then again, I come with this bottom part. Try to be near the first flower and add another circle. Again, I keep some part of my paper completely white. You see here, I don't color everywhere. I keep this side white of the paper and this side white of the paper. And very loose and light, I add my pink color on my paper. Now the same, similar this one with pink color you can add here on top. So again, add a drop of water in your paint. Make it loose and smoothly. And then add another circle shape like that on top. You see, I keep some white of the paper. And then move my stroke, brush a stroke on top. But this two is, it has two colors, yellow and orange. So it mix of yellow and orange for both. I clean my brush. If you have orange color, would be nice to use orange. If you don't have it, you can mix yellow with red and reach the orange color. Just go with yellow first. I add my yellow here. So I go with yellow first. And I clean this part. And I add my orange on this place. my orange is a little toward the yellowy. I want a little bit more reddish, so I can add a drop of red into that and make it a little bit darker. So I'm happy with these two colors. Clean my brush. I switch to my yellow, which is lighter. Take my yellow, and this shape is a little oval shape between these two tiny flowers. So I draw oval shape here with yellow, which is so light, but doesn't matter. And then I take my orange. I add on this section, just here, not everywhere. Just on this part. And then let it dry. Now on top, it's 4 oval shape for the petals, which is the left part, it's more yellowy. And when we move toward the right side, it's more orangey. So I take my yellow color here. I imagine should be top of this part here. And I keep some part a little white for the leaf and stem. And then draw one like an oval shape, like this with the yellow. Beside that, connected another oval shape with yellow, and then move to orange. Draw orange color here, and orange the other petal. Then leave it get dry completely. It's decoration flower, so you can switch to your red color, bring some red color, and add some, I imagine should be between these two. Just tiny red I add here. And then leave it get dry like that. So for next part, we switch for the leaves that it's covered between our flowers. And if you see, I use different green color, even I use the blue color here. So we can make a light green color, dark green color, and bluey green. So, and this time we can use a smaller brush because for flower, it's a bigger space. I go with a bigger brush. Now I would like to go with a smaller brush. Just a bit. You see, it's a little bit smaller, more be easier. So we need this 3 value, light green, dark green, and the blue color. I start with the light green color. I focus one by one. I see this one first. So I want to draw the shape similar to that one. So I try to go with nice and gentle curve. And then with this side, connect together and fill inside. I leave it get dry because when I add another color like this green, they mix together. So I go with this first and then leave it get dry. I try to see, first of all the light green color that I have on this painting. So for next one is darker green color. Actually, I say darker green, but it shouldn't really dark because it's a first layer. So I add a little drop of water into that. Even I can mix it with yellow, with the light green to have lighter tone. The next layer should be really dark. So I make it just a bit lighter, and I add water into that to help it a little bit more runny. And next part, I start from here, is this darker leaf on top. So I start from here, nice care, but make sure the first leaf should be dry. And then nice care from here, connect it, this part together. So we pass from the first leaves. Next part is the stem that we see in between our flowers. I would like to use this green color, a little bit lighter green I add. And then I see this is the stem of this one by one I focus and I draw the stem. It should be placed here, like that. The other is all these tiny flower that it's connect together. So I draw one line, doesn't matter the shape of the stem. And the other is this blue leaf that we see here. Just some blue leaves is covered, and I mentioned with cobalt blue. And another tiny one is connected to that. The other blue leaf that we see is this one here on top, which is similar to those green one. So I start the stem. It will be go on top of the lighter green, would be fine to go there. And then draw the shape of the leaves. But make sure the first leaves should be dry, because with this one we will come on top, and if they wet, they mix together. Actually, our painting should be completely dry. If not, we need to use hair dryer, because we would like to bring micron pen on top. So watercolor should be completely dry. Like the oval, like the bubble, I try to add some line around and make it my flower ready for this. Even for the leaves, I just go like that. Go with different line and make it busy with the line. So the same happens for our painting. I start with the center one. So it shows that it's circle shape and all petals it's move around it. So I imagine this should be circle. I know that it's darkness, dark color will come on top, but with the pen, I just go randomly adding some line around it. And you see, I just very simple cover it randomly by some line around as a circle. You can make a little bit darker or lighter. If you want to have some darkness in anywhere, you can go and back, make your line darker. And then when we come by dark color of watercolor on top, it makes it more interesting. Leave it like that. For the orange tone, here I think this is similar to the bubble, and this is inside the bubble. So I imagine this should be like that. This is inside the bubble. So I start with like curvy oval shape here for inside. Even if your line go out of your colors and move to white of the paper, would be fine. Don't worry about it. And then this is the part of our bubble from both sides. I draw the line. Try to add some to separate the petals here. I randomly add some movement with my pen. Feel free to do your own creativity. Even for the leaf, I can say I just hold the leaf, and then add some line randomly on the center. And if you see, I don't go through exactly the green part that I see. I just move on the paper, go inside the green, and feel free to add my line randomly everywhere. So fast, not with attention. Then for this one, because I want to make my painting a little bit busy with the line, because of that, I want to bring my dark line out of my colors. So I move to the red, white of the paper as well. Even for stems, so similar, go and back and draw some line. Like this. Like that. I can do this too as well, and then give you a little bit more time. So from center, I start to move around my flower. If you see your flower as a circle shape, so we imagine this is the center and all rose petals are cover each other around this circle shape. If the shape is like that, so it shows that it's similar bowl shape. I go with one oval shape here as a circle, as a shape of my flower, and then this part is for separation of each petal. For this flower, I just add some curved line as a darkness, not more than that. So I keep a lots of light color that I have it here. I move to smaller brush that I draw my leaves because it's tiny part. I prefer not to go with a bigger brush. And the same color that we use for example, this one was a red color. So I go with the same red color, but I use very less water this time and try to use more pigment because I want to show it's dark. So I dilute my brush into my red color and I see it's like a curved line. I start from, it doesn't matter where, just when you near the center, your curved line as a pigment, as a petal is smaller. When you move further, it's get bigger like that. So I start from here, like a nice curve. Both sides is shorter, center is a little bit fat. And then start from this part, move it like that. If you see, I put my brush with the tip here and then hold the brush and again take out and then use the tip. Move your brush, help you make this curve around. And then randomly go like that. Then use my red color. Start from here. I keep lots of light tone between my red color. It's better this fat part of the petals be here. If you see, this is the narrow part, so the fat part of the other one, it's on top of here. So this helps our flowers move gently and nice. So lay down your brush to make it bigger, like that. For this part, lay down your brush to make your petal bigger. Again, more red color. I just go with this part. A little bit here. And here. Now for center, I use purple color. So I go with purple. If you don't have a purple, you can mix rose color with blue and make the purple. But if you have it, would be fun. I just go one stroke on the center for dark color of my purple. So I go with line around, just with the tip of my brush, add some line around my flower, and then keep the light tone be completely visible in between. It's permanent pink. I just need yellow to mix with it. I have already yellow here. If you mix your rose color with the pink, with the yellow, you reach the peachy color, something like that. So I use this peachy color and I just add some stroke on center and leave around a little bit more pinky. So I make darkness here, a little bit watery because I want to use a stroke, brush stroke like that. I use whole my brush to lay down on a paper and cover around my flower, just some stroke, and then leave it get dry like that. Would be fine. If you add more yellow, it can be more peachy. Less yellow is more pinky. And we will reach these two orangey, yellowy flower. And we need, actually I think we don't need a lot of yellow for that. We will go with orange color. Just to make sure a little darkness we need here. I can add a little red into my orange. Get dry. I would like to add more red color into my orange to have a darker tone and draw some line like this around it or even on top, just adding some line like that. Similar the micron pen, I will go with the line. And this happened for all these small part as well, but those are with the red color. Just randomly pure red color add around it. If you go out of your red color would be fine if you reach the paper. And then just cover this tiny flower like that.